General Hospital spoilers reveal that Carly and Nina finally achieve their goal when their plan to expose Drew's shady activities is more successful than expected. The two had been quietly tracking Drew's every move, gathering enough evidence of his illicit deals with Selena Wu and Jen Sidwell. When the right moment came, they sent this evidence to law enforcement, forcing Drew to face a series of serious charges. Leaked recordings, financial documents, and evidence of illegal transactions left Drew no room to deny his involvement in unlawful activities. In the end, he was arrested and sent to prison, exactly what Nina and Carly had hoped for. However, Drew's downfall did not only affect him, it sent shockwaves through Port Charles, especially with Willow. She completely shattered when she discovered the truth that Drew was not the honorable man she had once trusted. Her faith was lost, leaving a void in her heart. Finding out that it was Nina, her biological mother, who masterminded Drew's arrest threw Willow into a state of chaos, unable to control her anger. She felt betrayed, manipulated, and could not accept that the very mother she had tried to build a relationship with was the one who destroyed her life. Carly, despite achieving her goal, couldn't fully rejoice in the result. She realized that removing Drew from the game didn't make things easier. Instead, it opened up a whole new set of complex issues. Willow was no longer the gentle, calm woman she once knew. Instead, she became angry, out of control, and increasingly reckless. She not only turned her back on Nina but also started to rebel against Carly, whom she once considered a second mother. Family tensions escalated as Michael began to notice the changes in Willow. At first, he tried to be there for her, comforting her and helping her through the shock, but over time, Willow grew more distant and even began to take revengeful actions. She no longer trusted anyone, even Michael, the only person she had once loved and relied on. This created a distance between them, making an already complicated situation even messier. On top of that, new troubles didn't stop with Willow. With Drew in prison, Selena Wu and Jen Sidwell might not let this go easily. They may suspect that someone is behind it and will look for ways to retaliate. Carly and Nina, although successful in removing Drew, might not have anticipated that their actions would lead to a more dangerous storm brewing. With Willow's increasingly unstable mind, she might strike back. Will she decide to take revenge on Nina for what she's done? Or will she turn against Carly, whom she feels was complicit in this scheme? Can Michael control his wife before she does something irreparable? And more importantly, did Carly and Nina truly foresee the consequences their plan would bring? A new disaster may be waiting around the corner, and Port Charles will never be the same again. Carly hasn't given up on her plan to force Willow to divorce Michael, believing that this is the best way to protect her son and keep the Corinthos family out of unnecessary trouble. She uses all possible methods, from manipulating emotions to putting Willow in awkward situations, forcing her to make decisions. Carly doesn't trust Willow after everything she's done to Michael, especially being involved with Drew and letting personal feelings affect the children. Willow feels cornered, but what's even more concerning is that she is no longer the weak woman who could be controlled. She is becoming more dangerous than ever, and it is Carly who may have to face the consequences of what she has caused. Drew, once considered an ally of Carly, is now an unpredictable factor. He still maintains a relationship with Willow and is slowly becoming her support as Carly attacks her. But if Drew isn't just a protector and is instead using Willow's anger to fight against Carly, this could open the door to an all-out war. Carly never thought that one day Drew would become her enemy, but with everything happening, it seems like he wouldn't hesitate to confront her to protect Willow. This forces Carly to reconsider her strategy, knowing that if she doesn't act quickly, things will spiral out of her control. Meanwhile, Willow continues to sink deeper into her rage. Not only has she been hurt by Michael, but she also feels betrayed by Carly and the entire Corinthos family. Willow once thought she could find a family there, but now she realizes they never truly accepted her. This makes her willing to do anything to protect herself, even if it means destroying everything around her. If Carly doesn't stop, Willow may go even further than she could ever imagine. She could turn her divorce into a brutal battle, where Michael not only loses his wife but also his custody rights. With all the rising tension, a new disaster is waiting to explode. Carly might think she's in control of everything, but she doesn't realize she is creating a more dangerous enemy than ever. If Willow and Drew team up against her, can Carly handle the consequences of her own actions? And if Michael learns the truth about his mother manipulating Willow, will he still stand by Carly? A storm is coming, and no one can predict who will survive this battle. Nina and Carly, once bitter enemies, now have a close bond for mutual benefit. Both have their own motives for cooperating, and although they may not fully trust each other, they understand that working together will help them achieve their shared goals. Nina, with her love for Willow and desire to protect her grandchild, is trying to use her influence to ensure that Willow has a better future. She is no longer just the weak woman who suffers, but now she is ready to act to secure her place in her daughter's life. Meanwhile, Carly realizes that although she hates Nina, teaming up with her might be the only way to keep Michael out of trouble. Carly doesn't trust Drew, and she also doesn't believe Willow is strong enough to make the right decision in the custody battle. Carly wants to make sure that Michael doesn't lose anything, especially his position in Wiley and Amelia's lives. Nina is doing her best to bring Willow back and take care of her, believing it's the best way to protect her daughter from the negative influence Drew might bring. Although their relationship is still tense, Nina hopes that if she can prove her love and care, Willow might forgive her and give her the chance to be a true mother. But things are not going as Nina hoped, as Willow is not easily persuaded. Willow has been through too much hurt, not only from those she loves but also from the decisions she made in the past. She once trusted Michael, but he betrayed her with Sasha. She once thought Drew could be a strong man to lean on, but it turns out he was just using her to escape his own problems. Now, as Nina steps in and tries to control her life under the guise of a mother's love, Willow can't help but feel suffocated. At the same time, Carly is also quietly influencing Willow. She wants to protect Michael from the consequences of his mistakes and believes that if Willow can forgive him and return to him, their family will become strong again. But Willow is no longer the naive girl who loved Michael unconditionally. She has seen too many lies and schemes from those around her, and she doesn't want to be controlled anymore. The unspoken alliance between Carly and Nina only makes Willow more suspicious. Although they've always been at odds, now they agree on one thing: Willow shouldn't be with Drew, and she needs to return to the Corinthos family. But why? Willow can't help but wonder if this is truly for her best interest or just a power play between these two strong women. She starts to feel betrayed, not only by Michael but also by Carly, whom she once considered a second mother. Willow's anger begins to boil over. She can no longer tolerate the pressure from Nina and Carly. If Nina thinks she can control Willow, she's mistaken. Willow is no longer a pawn in Nina and Carly's power game, she has become a real opponent. Instead of returning as Nina hopes, Willow begins to fight back against both of them. She not only rejects Nina's control but also decides to confront Carly, who always thinks she knows what's best for everyone. Willow may reveal the secrets both women are hiding or even try to sabotage their plans. She could expose Carly's schemes, hurting Michael's position in the custody battle. Or she could make Nina face the consequences of her actions, forcing her to take responsibility for all the damage she's caused in the past. No longer the weak girl who just follows others, Willow is becoming a strong woman, ready to fight for control of her own life. And if Carly and Nina aren't careful, Willow will be the one to make everything collapse, bringing all their schemes and secrets to light. A storm is coming, and it's named Willow.